trimming of trees, so hopefully there won't be any thing falling from the sky this evening. We are delighted to have you here. If you've been to some of our performances already, you know we're hosting a summer full of outdoor performances and concerts and events, and we're thrilled to be able to do it here on this 70-foot stage built by students, faculty, and staff, and we're so thrilled that our administration, who supports us dearly, has President Peskovitz, Provost Rioselis, Dean Corcoran, and we're grateful to have their support. I also want to mention some financial supporters we have for our festival, which includes Butzel Long, Smart Bus, as well as Cabaret 313. Tonight, after this performance, go home and get your tickets for a live-streamed event of Cabaret 313 of one of our faculty members, Josh Young. I want to mention something very special about this particular performance, which is completely student-led, from the writer, from the actors, from the dramaturgy, from the production, the directing, all student-led. Yes. You get an idea from the top down or the bottom up, the whole production of what our students are capable of. This is part of an advanced directing project, led by David Graham, one of our theater faculty members. So please sit back and enjoy, and we will see you at the next performance with two performances tomorrow, Servant of Two Masters and Mountaintop. Hope to see you then.
Now, heading into the 80th year of it being a social norm for women to shave their legs and armpits, I often question if this is a fad we need to adhere to, or if we should transition back to something we do only if we feel it is necessary.
I've heard enough. Thanks for coming in.
During World War II, Fraser Company saw a decline in sale due to the large majority of men being overseas. On top of that, nylon was in short supply because of the war effort. In a last-ditch attempt to save their companies, Gillette, for example, began to market the razors to women, using false promises of health benefits. They also used photographs to demonstrate how armpit hair paired with a sleeveless dress was offensive.
I just don't think you're a good fit for us.
Thank you for your time. Therefore, because the average woman can no longer buy nylons to make her legs smooth, Gillette proposed that the only acceptable solution was to also shave the legs. This marketing scheme, the first of many in fashion history, still holds up today as truth.
We're gonna pass on this one.
Therefore, I propose that although we now live in a society where women can vote, obtain free birth control, legally divorce their husbands, and receive abortions, women's bodily autonomy is still owned by the capitalist market.
I like it. I just have one question.
Hit me.
Do you practice what you preach?
Absolutely not. I believe it, I do, but if I really stopped shaving, do you really think anyone is going to ask me why?
Probably not.
Exactly. Instead of asking me, they'll just go home and make fun of me with their clean-shaven best friend. But one day, maybe the article will be published, and then I can finally live out my dream of being a Sasquatch.
It's good, Veronica. You just haven't found a magazine that appreciates you.
You're right.
Were you expecting someone?
Ben,
Ooh, Ben.
would you still love me if I stopped shaving?
Of course. As long as you still shave.
If you want to get laid tonight, don't finish that sentence.
Right. Anyway, I brought you something.
Where do you get this?
One of my coworkers makes it in his free time.
He can make art like this and still has to work at an office with a bunch of boring people.
Do you think I'm boring?
Not the point. This guy is objectively talented. But he has to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of his life instead of making hand-carved turtles, even though that's exactly what he should be doing.
Is there something else going on here?
No, I'm just thinking.
She hasn't had a full-time job in 6 months, and this week of interviews have not been promising.
Oh, honey.
Maybe I connect with the turtle guy. Impassionate articles get published all the time. That's all Cosmo and Bogar. And if someone would just give me a chance, I would pour my heart into every piece I wrote. Writing is my hand-carved turtle.
And what are you doing?
I've been trying to make it as a writer for years. But my life feels like this huge timer, and every no makes the timer click closer and closer to 0.
Veronica, you know that's not true. You're 25, you have the whole rest of your life ahead of you.
Okay, maybe I won't get old and fade out of existence anytime soon. But I don't have any money. I haven't consistently paid my bills in years. At some point, I think it's time to put away the typewriter and move back to Indiana and become a real estate agent or something. We can make long distance work, right?
You would suck as a realtor.
Oh, great. Another dream down the drain.
Or we could think pragmatically about the whole thing.
You're gonna come in here and tell 2 creative people to think about this logically?
Might do you some good.
What is it?
Give yourself another month to find a job. After you do that, you can decide whether or not to stay or give it up.
If it hasn't happened to me yet, I don't think it ever will.
Oprah Winfrey was fired from TV.
And Stephen King was rejected over 30 times.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling too.
That's not a good example.
All right, guys, I get it.
All I'm saying is you could have a story like those people, but you'll never know unless you try.
Can you cover my rent?
I already paid it.
Oh, you are the greatest friend in the history of the world. People write poems and novels about friends like you.
Yeah, you owe me one.
I owe you thousands.
How's the job search going today?
Poorly.
I can tell.
Quiet, it's my comfort food.
Well, you just stop acting all low as me for 2 seconds so I can tell you something?
What?
I know it's not exactly the job you thought you'd be in, but we're hiring.
Shut up. For what?
We're looking for a sub-editor. You'd edit others people's work and make sure it sounds good before it's sent off to print. I know it's not exactly what you wanted, but it's a good start.
Yes, I want it.
All right, slow down. You have to
We
apply.
can have offices right next
I'm
to
in the
each
marketing
other.
side.
I'll bed
Please
number one next to
please
you. It'd be
don't. I'm
so
already
cute,
regretting
Barney.
this.
I'm gonna
No.
call Ben.
Hold the phone, Carrie Bradshaw. You don't have the job yet. You have to actually apply and then go through the interview process.
But I have something that no one else does.
Your wit and feminine charm.
Even if that's true, I'm talking about you.
Promise me that even if this works out for right now, you'll still look for an actual writing job.
Why would I do that? This is an actual writing job.
Because this hasn't ever been the dream for you.
Well, living off of your income wasn't my dream either.
What happened to you?
What do you mean?
When we were in college, I used to think that if Veronica can't do it, no one can. I mean, that's how sure you were of yourself. You were writing for the newspaper, online journals, freelancing. And now I feel like you've lost a little bit of that.
I don't know, at some point you have to take off the rose-colored glasses of what your life is going to be.
So you-
Heartbreak and bills do that to a person.
So you're just gonna give up your hard work, your dreams?
Well, it's easier than the nightmare that I've been living the past 6 months.
I still haven't heard you promise.
Fine, I promise. Marty invited us to the Christian Club on Friday.
What kind of club?
It's on Bleecker Street. A lot of her coworkers go there.
Look at my baby networking.
Friday nights are themed.
What is it this week?
Luau. I'll be wearing a coconut bra.
You've convinced me. Did you know that this is the third time you spent the night this week?
Is it?
You're welcome to stay every night, if you want.
I couldn't do that to Marnie.
Marnie's a big girl who can take care of herself.
I know, but she's literally paying for me to live there.
This month she is, but next month you could have a job and be able to afford it yourself.
If I'm paying for an apartment, then I'll want to be there.
What if you moved in and split the rent with me instead?
Oh, we're actually having this conversation?
We don't have to.
I just wasn't expecting
It's
it. Do
stupid.
people really
I
move
just
in this
love you,
quickly?
and I think
Sorry, you first.
I've been thinking about this a lot. I have faith you're going to find a job, and my job isn't going anywhere.
Just a few nights ago, I thought I was going to have to move back home.
But you don't have to. Even if something happens and your jobs fall through, you don't have to do that.
I'm too old to have my friends take care of me.
I'm not just your friend, Veronica.
You know what I mean?
You'd really rather go back to your parents in Indiana?
Oh, not really. But technically, I'm still their responsibility. I'm on their insurance and everything.
Not for long.
I don't know what you want me to say. I've never thought about not living with Marnie. I've been with her since freshman year of college. I know how to live with her. And I didn't think that this would happen so quickly.
What?
Finding a partner that I want to spend the rest of my life with. It's a big change. I thought I would be 30 or something old like that.
Well, love has no timeline.
Ew!
I'm just saying, being 25 or 30 makes no difference to me. We're just at different stages.
Story of my life. Can we talk about this later?
I guess.
Plus, I hate your stupid cat. I can't live with you until she's gone.
You don't like Patsy Cline?
She's the worst cat I've ever met in my whole life. She's worse cat than me if I'm being honest. I'm nervous.
There's no need to be. You're going to kill it.
All right, you're right. Wish me luck. Well, I graduated from NYU with a bachelor's degree in journalism and a minor in creative writing. Since then, I've been working as a freelance writer. Jobs are few and far between. I've wanted to be a writer my entire life, which is why I'm applying for this job. I would love to help other people with their work. And Marty says I like working here. I think she's right. So yeah, I didn't go to school to be an editor, per se. I was an editor in college, but my main passion is writing. I like writing about life and fashion and love. I guess that's what I'm good at. But I'm also good at editing articles about life and fashion and love. So that's why I'm here.
What?
Enjoying yourself?
Sure am. You coming, babe? Take your time. All right, let's have it.
What?
I know you're dying to make fun of me.
No, you're fine.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You're not going to say anything about my skirt?
Nope.
Marty!
Okay, it really accentuates your hips, but that's not what I'm thinking about.
Then what is it?
They didn't hire her.
What?
My work, I don't know why. I mean, my boss said she liked Veronica.
Why haven't you told her yet?
Because I didn't want to ruin tonight.
That's not a good enough reason. She needs to know.
Well, one night hurt.
What if one of your coworkers are there and talks about it? I think she needs to hear it from you.
What do I need to hear?
Nothing, B, it's fine.
Marnie?
Zip it, Ben.
You need to tell me what the fuck is going on.
They didn't hire you. You know, I don't know the whole story. You know, it's politics. Even if you're better for the job, but the CEO's goddaughter's babysitter wants a job, she gets it.
I get it. Just give me a minute.
She's taking it better than I thought she would. She just needs a minute.
Can you please call me a cab
Where are you going?
to Indiana?
Hold on, Jesus, Veronica, go put that back in your fucking room. We are going to the party.
I'm not going to go to the club so I can hobnob with a bunch of successful and important people, and I'm neither of those things.
You promised us you'd stay. You're going to the party.
I'll let you take this bra off me right now if I don't have to go.
Okay.
What the fuck, Ben?
No, you're right. Veronica, you need to go.
Ben,
I can't let you move back home yet. You're coming with us.
it's not up to you.
Well, I still want to go. Marnie, will you join me?
Gladly, Ben.
Maybe we could stop into that place with the really good frozen yogurt.
Ooh, what's that place called?
Shoo.
Oh, so good.
Okay, wait, fine. I'll go. But I'm not going to be happy about it, and I'm going home tomorrow.
You want to get out of here?
It feels like we just got here.
What if I go get the car and you finish your drink?
Deal.
Don't you feel better already?
I'm thrilled. Oh, go get something to drink.
Sunday? Well, they have a great drink for that. Got like 3 shots of vodka. But you can't see the thing.
I like it.
I've got one right now.
Oh, it's going to be a bad day for everyone.
Bad day. But a good year.
Do you want to tell me about it?
Oh, no, it's all right, really.
It'll help me forget the day that I've had. And my friends will just try to sugarcoat the night, so I'd rather talk to you.
I started a business a year ago, and it's going great.
That's amazing.
Bad day. This shit is hard.
I can imagine. I can barely take care of myself, let alone a whole company.
Yeah, what do you do?
Nothing now. I used to be a writer, but I'm not anymore.
Is that a personal choice?
Some personal choice, some life circumstance. I like your jumpsuit, by the way.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I got it for $20.
$20?
Can you believe it? My fiance doesn't like it.
Shut up. They don't know anything about fashion. My boyfriend's over there in the cheap dress.
At least we dressed up. Mine never does. Look at the bag and just something. He's actually out with his coworker. It was nice meeting you.
Girl, what? That's the life of me. She literally owns College Magazine.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, I did just as you asked. I'm here, I networked.
That's not networking.
I talked to her, didn't I?
Yeah, but you have no idea who you're talking to. She runs a magazine. What do magazines need? Writers.
I'm convinced I could offer to pay someone to hire me, and they still wouldn't employ me.
You promised us you'd try for a month. You still have 3 weeks left on that promise.
Promise me too.
If both of you are going to start ganging up against me, one of you will have to go.
Not against you, for you.
We are going to drink and dance, and I'm going to get you Eliza's number, and you're going to call her on Monday.
Now, heading into the 80th year of it being a social norm for women to shave their legs and armpits, I often question if this is a fad we need to adhere to.
You know, I love how passionate you are about this, but it didn't get you any articles. Find a different one.
Menopause, a word that stabs most women in the heart.
You need to know your target audience, the girls and the gays under 35.
Through my research, I have discovered that fast fashion is not only detrimental to the many up-and-coming designers, but is also not environmentally sustainable. This is why I encourage everyone to buy sensibly, thrift often, and repurpose clothing whenever possible.
Wow, when you said you weren't a writer anymore, I assumed you weren't good. But you're very talented.
Thank you.
What do you like to write about?
I like lifestyle and health trends.
You don't have to say what you think I want to hear. I'm curious about who you are as a person. What is it you love about writing?
Well,
I liked who you were when you weren't trying to get a job from me. I'm not interested in hiring somebody who can just write about the same stuff everyone else does. I'm hiring people who have stories to tell.
that's just so different than what I'm used to.
Now, why would I start my own magazine if I didn't have anything new to say? Oh, we aren't Vogue. We don't have misleading headlines or celebrities on our cover. We want real writers with real stories for real people. Can you do that?
I think so.
Show me. Can you start tomorrow?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Hello? This is she. Oh, hi, Betsy. I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, I'd love to have a meeting with corporate. Yeah, I'd love to set that up. Wednesday works for me. Thank you. Bye.
Marnie!
What?
I got the job!
You did?
I did!
That's incredible. Can I just say I fucking told you so.
I know you did. Shut up about it.
When do you start?
Tomorrow.
You're gonna make them fall in love with you.
What if it's not what I think it's going to be?
It's going to be great. You were meant to do this, so now go do it.
And what if I'm not good enough?
Are you even listening to me?
Self-doubt is drowning out the sound of your voice.
Veronica, you are going to write and you are going to be fabulous.
This is your office. You can get acquainted with the space, and then Angie, our intern, will give you a tour of the building. We have a staff meeting at 1. People normally like to take lunch around noon, but as long as you're here for the staff meeting, it doesn't matter to me when you eat. Thank you so much.
Good morning, my love.
You're late.
But I got you coffee.
You're still late. Just not in trouble.
Haha, knew I could persuade you.
Charlie, you have to get here on time.
It's not a common thing.
No, but I hold everyone here to a standard. So if you're late just to get coffee, then everyone will think they can be late and they can't. I'm trying to run a business.
Come on, lighten up a bit.
There is no special treatment for you. We agreed on this before I hired you.
I won't be late.
Thank you.
Well, if that's all,
Don't forget about the meeting today.
I got it. Don't worry.
Babe. Thank you for the coffee.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Good Charlie!
You must be the new hire.
What are you doing here?
I work here.
No, no, no!
good to see you too. What are you, secretary?
A columnist.
Ooh, good for you.
Indeed. And what are you?
Fiance, co-editor.
Which women in the office have you latched onto now?
Eliza.
Oh, that makes sense, of course. A smart and talented woman like her can only be a better person by marrying a guy like you.
We have a mutually beneficial relationship.
I'm sure you do.
I've been with Polish since day one.
Should that mean anything to me?
Well, I help decide what gets published and what doesn't.
And that's my cue to shut up and go back to my office.
I'd like to hear some of your ideas.
I'm sure you do.
Go on.
I have an article about fast fashion.
Anything else?
I have an idea for an article on van life.
Renee in Travel already has something like that.
Well, how about why women should stop shaving their armpits?
Oh, I see you don't have anything prepared yet. I'll come by and talk to you later to hear what you're working on.
Get rid of the cake. God hates me.
God doesn't hate you.
They should write a book about my life. Are you there, God? It's me, Veronica.
What happened?
When I was in college,
Veronica.
I thought being a writer would be romantic. Like, on top of it being what I wanted to do, there was this hazy warmth around the whole idea. I could be a novelist or a playwright and sit in a cute little cafe with a cute little drink and write. But no, I write articles in an office next door to Charlie.
No.
Co-editor of Polish and fiance to Eliza.
I'm confused.
Should I tell her?
This is college all over again. Charlie and I dated.
Oh. That's it?
Sweet, sweet, innocent Ben.
We both went to school for journalism. At first it was cute because we had the same classes and we worked together on the newspaper. But then it got messy. We started going for the same positions and fought over what was good and what wasn't. I guess things could have turned out better, but neither of us would let any of it go. It ended with me being editor-in-chief and him being a staff writer. Oh, how the tables have turned.
What haven't you ever mentioned it?
I don't know. He always hated what I wrote and never let me have a moment of peace. Everything was a fight, and it made me stop writing altogether for a while. I don't think I can do this, Marnie. You can. You have no idea what it's like to be on your very last leg and then have your ex be the one to knock you down.
No, you're right. I'm not questioning that. I'm sure it's difficult. I just think that
It's a waste of time.
How can it be?
Do the simple math, Ben. Me being a staff writer, plus Charlie getting to decide what gets published equals...
An interesting challenge.
No. It means I'll be out of a job.
can't know that for sure.
I know how he feels about what I write. He always said I'd be better off as a teacher.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
We are a united front, Ben. Refrain from murdering Charlie, please. I think you have some leftover resentment, and that's what's causing this, but maybe he's changed.
And you know what sucks? After all that shit he put me through in years of trying to convince myself to break up with him, he broke up with me.
Think we should unpack that?
Seems pretty unpacked to me.
What I would like to do is go to bed.
But we bought you cake.
What kind of cake?
Confetti with cream cheese frosting?
I'm getting into bed. One of you may bring me a slice.
Or we could talk about this while we eat like normal people.
I'll just go without it.
I know you're dying to give her a piece of cake anyway.
I am.
Go ahead, but you have to talk to her. I'm never having kids.
Cameron Crowe perfectly explains what it's like to be dumped in the movie Say say anything. A heartbroken John Cusack cries in the rain. She's gone. She gave me a pen. I gave her my heart, and she gave me a pen. We give people our hearts without knowing exactly what we are going to get in return. I guess that's the risk you have to take in relationships. In some ways, it seems like not declaring a relationship at all is the easier way to go. If you had no relationship contract in the first place, there's no reason to break it. You walk away with your own pen before signing your name. Humans are stupid and always expect a relationship to work when you'll just get your heart thrown down the garbage disposal. And then you'll be left trying to pick out the pieces of your heart, but instead of your heart, you find rotting pieces of macaroni. And once you dig long enough to collect enough pieces of your heart to put it back together, you'll meet some nice guy and forget about the garbage disposal for a second until you're back to where you started, picking out pieces of your heart from a slimy, dark pipe. Men are trash! Men don't know shit! Men
All right,
are...
honey. I think that's enough.
I wrote that after Charlie and I broke up.
Why didn't you ever mention him? I would have been there for you.
It's all right, Glenn. Marnie helped me through it, and by the time that you came along, I thought it was over and done with.
I promise I'll never throw your heart in the garbage disposal.
I know.
Look on the bright side. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out. You can still move in whenever you're ready. I don't care if you have a job or not.
Thank you for the offer.
It's love, Veronica, not a business arrangement.
It feels like it.
Why? I love you, and we could take care of each other.
Because taking care of each other is just you paying for all of our bills.
It's not like that at all.
You and Marnie like to say that it's fine, but I know that it's not. It makes me feel like shit. You know that feeling you get between your chest and your stomach? I feel that every time Marnie pays our rent. Or you offer to pay for dinner, or my cab, or whatever. It's overwhelming. I can't keep trying to follow my dreams at the expense of the people that I love.
We do it because we love you. Can't you understand that?
It doesn't feel like enough of a reason sometimes.
Veronica, I would literally hand you my heart if you asked me to. I'd give it to you, and I'd let you throw it in the garbage disposal just for fun.
I would never do that.
I'm not asking you to. I'm simply asking for you to let me be there for you.
And I'm asking for you to let me figure this out on my own. I gotta get ready for work.
Hold on.
Hello? Oh my god, thank you so much. I didn't think I'd hear back this quickly. Can you tell me where the office is located? They never said. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it was that far out of town. No, it's okay. Can I just, I'll give you a call back. I just have some things I need to get sorted first. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, no one.
You look like you saw a ghost.
No, I'm fine.
Tell me.
You know that guy, Gage? He's in IT at my work.
No, I don't know IT Gage from your work, but continue.
He asked me to go get drinks with him.
Oh. I didn't know you liked the IT type.
Yeah, I don't. I said no.
You need to do this more often.
It's
He only asked you out, he didn't propose.
It's fine. Anyway, you look happier this morning.
I'm sure Ben looks happier than I do, if you know what I mean.
Ew. Stop.
Sorry.
As long as Ben can get you to work, I don't care how he does it.
He only wants me to go to work, so I'll move in with him.
What?
He asked me to move in with him
When did this happen?
last night.
Are you going to do it?
I don't know. I like living here with you.
Ben's got a really nice apartment.
But he has a cat.
I bet he's really lonely, too.
But then you would be all alone. I couldn't do that to you. And we always said we'd stick together.
Right, we did say that.
It's complicated, and I don't want to leave you here all alone.
Don't worry, V. I'm fine.
I'll try not to. I gotta get to work. wonder when it occurred to me that I wanted to be a writer. Maybe it was after reading Little Women for the first time and thinking how badly I wanted to tell a story like that. Or it was after I realized I could never have this beautiful love story or fantastical world full of beasts and magic and extraordinary things until I created it for myself. I don't know when wanting to be a writer goes from novels and short stories to articles about shaving your legs or cannabis stopping menopause or God knows what else. It used to be about life and how wonderful it is. About love and sex and music. I guess somewhere in between dreaming about a Sex in the City lifestyle and reality, I wound up here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to see you came back.
You didn't think I would?
I didn't think you'd last this long.
If anyone can't last long, it's you.
Ooh, good one. So tell me, what have you been up to for the past couple of years?
Are you actually asking?
Of course.
Well, you know about my job, obviously. I have a boyfriend. His name is Ben.
Ooh, you guys live together?
No.
Eliza and I just bought an apartment together.
Congrats.
Thank you. Is Ben a writer too?
No. And I like it that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, okay, we can play this game if you want to. The last time I dated a writer, it ended with a horrible breakup and lifelong self-doubt issues, so...
You can't possibly be talking about us.
Ding, 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 we have a winner.
It wasn't that bad.
Or I think we have different ideas of what our relationship was like.
What was it like?
Charlie, you made me hate my work and second-guess everything. You know, I've spent the last 2 years trying to undo the damage.
Damage?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't.
Well, I'm not gonna get into it.
You were the one who brought it up.
In any case, please just leave me alone and let me do my work. I don't need you coming in here telling me what I can do and what's good.
Well, if that's the case, you're gonna have a difficult time here considering that's my job.
Please leave.
I'm sorry. We can be civil.
I can be civil. Whatever you're doing is barbaric.
Woo-hoo! I see you're using big girl words now.
Oh, God, or karma, or whoever is trying to punish me for something I didn't even know I did.
What do you mean?
I finally feel like I'm not only qualified, but that I am the best fit for the job. Then here you are, one big fucking stop sign telling me to quit.
All right, Veronica. What are you working on?
Things.
You have to get used to sharing your work with me. I wonder when it occurred to me that I wanted to be a writer. Maybe it was after reading Little Women for the first time and thinking how badly I wanted to tell a story like that.
Stop!
Oh.
Hey!
Hi, baby. I was just chatting with Veronica. Did you know we knew each other in college?
I did not. Well, that's kind of a cool coincidence.
We didn't know each other that well.
Oh, don't be shy about it. We were close.
I guess so.
Well, what if we have Veronica over for dinner this weekend?
How about it, V?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, and invite your boyfriend, too. We'll cook for you. It'll be fun.
I can't wait. Marnie! Marnie! What? I need you!
What?
I want to go to Avocado Fusion.
What the fuck is that?
My comfort food place! Come on, let's go!
Why do we need to be comforted this time?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. What happened?
What hasn't happened? Come on, let's eat, I'm hungry.
B, wait, I need to tell you something.
Good or bad?
Good and bad.
For fuck's sake, what is it?
You know how at work I do all the media designing for the website?
Yes.
They actually hired me as artistic director for a new location they're opening.
Okay, shut up, that's incredible. When did you find this out?
Just this morning.
So that was Engage, the IT guy.
No.
You could have just told me then.
I didn't want to take away from your day.
But this is huge, I wouldn't have cared.
There's more. Okay. You know, I didn't know when I went in for the interview where the new location would be. You know, I thought it'd be in Upper Manhattan or New Jersey.
Oh, please tell me it's not New Jersey.
It's not.
Oh, thank God.
It's in LA. Los Angeles, California. I know that this is more than you were expecting, and I'm sorry I waited this long to tell you.
Are you going to take it?
I think I should. Dreams like this don't come along that often.
I always thought the dream was living in New York, having a job here.
I thought you'd be happy for me.
I need to process it first.
Okay, and besides, what's the shit about belonging in New York? If it wasn't for you, I would have left right after we graduated.
What you mean is if you didn't have to take care of me, you would have left a long time ago.
Right, do not put words into my mouth.
I'm sorry. I could look for work in LA. Maybe I'd have better luck there.
Veronica, no.
I can decide where I get to live.
I'm not going to be your roommate in LA.
Marnie.
You're staying here, Ben lives here, and you can't ask him to come to LA with you just because you're uncomfortable and you want to escape your job and Charlie and everything else.
That is not the reason.
I will not be your scapegoat so you can run away from all your problems, and this shows me even more that I have to do this.
I won't let you.
What?
Yeah, you stopped me from moving back home.
That's completely different.
This isn't part of our plan.
I'm sick of the plan. It's time for us to grow up.
We are.
No, we're not. We're walking a line between grown adults and college roommates. I mean, you can't get over Charlie, even though it's been 2 years since you broke up, and that's why you won't commit to your dream job. Does that sound like something people our age should be doing? I know this is hard for you, and for me too, but can you stop being selfish for 2 seconds and be happy for me that I'm finally getting what I worked my whole life for?
I'm gonna leave for a while.
No, wait, hold on.
I'll talk to you later. I think love is freaking stupid. All I used to care about was everyone else and myself and having this perfect life, but I don't give a damn. I really don't. That's so cool. I'm gonna write about this. Bartender, do you have a piece of paper?
Hello?
Hey, I wrote something for you.
Veronica?
Yes,
What are you doing?
I told you I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Charlie is an asshole. An article by Veronica Hall.
Are you drunk?
No,
Where are you? Is someone coming to get you?
I'm at McLaren's.
Do you have a way to get home? Come on, I'm taking you home.
No, you don't have to.
Yes, I do.
I'm not ready to go back yet.
Well, if I came all this way just for you to stay, you gotta buy me a drink.
Don't get your hopes up because it won't last long.
What?
I don't hate you right now.
I don't hate you either.
That doesn't mean I like you. You're just in neutral.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I wish that we never met in college. Maybe now things would be different.
I don't know why you think it was so bad.
Because it was.
If I was so bad, then why did Eliza agree to marry me?
I don't think Eliza ever sees the side of you that I saw.
Your boyfriend doesn't see that side of you either.
I don't think I've changed.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe I have.
I don't know about that.
What?
You can't claim that you've changed and then treat me the same way you did when we dated.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah?
Is it easy to love Ben the way he is?
Yeah, it is.
And it's easy for me to love Eliza the way she is.
I don't know why that is. Why is it the people that are so hard to love find it anyway?
Ben and I are just different.
Oh, that's for sure. You're a man's man. And Ben is a... Well, I don't know what he is, but he's different than that.
A man's man? I guess if that's what you want to call it.
You know what I mean. I don't know why you couldn't have tolerated me or what I wrote. You know, your fuse is like this short, buddy.
I tolerated some things about you.
Like what?
I don't know. You were nice. Funny sometimes.
Thanks. I guess you were too.
Come on. Let me take you home.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Is this the right way? Do you not live with Marty anymore?
We do, but Ben's closer. This is him.
Good night, then.
Good night. I'm ready to move in now. What's wrong?
Patsy Cline is dead?
Ben, I'm so sorry. How'd she die?
Old age? I don't know.
What do you want to do?
I'd put her in a box.
We could bury her.
Where?
Central Park?
That's a misdemeanor.
Not if we're sneaky.
I can take her to the vet tomorrow. Are you actually serious about moving in?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was in the moment, but now I'm thinking about dead cats.
Well, unfortunately for you cats, it can no longer be your excuse for not moving in. Yeah, I know. Patsy was a bitch.
She really was.
Why do you smell like alcohol?
Because it is alcohol. Marnie's moving to LA.
What?
She got a job there, so now I don't know what to do.
Aren't you happy for her?
Yes? No. I don't know.
It's okay to be upset about it, Vee. But you have to let her go. And maybe moving in with me would
Ben,
help. but-
please.
Why can't we talk about this?
Because I'm sad and drunk and can't think straight.
What'll be the excuse tomorrow?
I know you're probably just upset about Patsy.
I meant it, Vee. And I'm sorry, but eventually you'll be sitting in an apartment without Marnie, without a job, and without me. Is that what you want?
No.
Can we please talk about this?
Tomorrow.
You keep saying tomorrow, but then we never talk.
I mean it this time.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
All right. All right.
I've always had a love-hate relationship with cats. One minute they're trying to cuddle with you. The next they're clawing your eyes out for a can of tuna. However, I think I underestimated the kindness of a select few cats. I was scratched too many times to ever want to trust another one. But a sweet, cuddly feline came into my life and changed my perspective. This cat loves me and doesn't use me for food. He's kind, and for once I finally feel like he's trustworthy. He puts all of his trust into me, too. It's a nice feeling to be cuddled up with a cat you love and not be worrying about a thing. there I am, sitting all alone in this five-star restaurant.
No way.
I'm so embarrassed because everyone around me is with someone else. There's family and couples, and then me. So I finished my glass of wine that I never would have spent $16 for.
God.
And I'm about to leave, and I see Ben, and he's also sitting alone.
And I'm thinking about how I'm never going to date anyone ever again. And so I never even noticed Veronica come up to me.
So I asked what he was doing, saw that both of our dates had stood us up, and we sat down and I had dinner.
And we've been together ever since.
That is so adorable. Oh, and totally fits you both. Now, if I had a story like that, I'd tell you about it.
How do you two meet?
I'm not actually sure. We ran into each other at a couple of different parties and had mutual friends, right?
I'm sure it was much more romantic than that.
It doesn't need to be romantic. Oh, Ben and Veronica have such a cute story. Did you hear it?
No.
Veronica, tell him.
You can just tell him later. I don't want to bore you with the story
No, but it was so cute. Oh, Ben and Veronica got stood up by two different people at the same restaurant.
Some things are just meant to be, I guess.
Well, I hope you like everything.
It smells delicious.
Well, Ben, where do you work?
Monahan Marketing.
Not a writer like Veronica.
Oh, I could never do what she does. She never ceases to amaze me.
She has a way with words for sure.
I agree.
We also have white wine if you prefer. I guess I should have asked. I'm new to this whole hosting thing. We only bought this place a month ago, so you are our first guest.
Well, dinner and the wine are lovely.
Weren't you a rosé person in college?
I'm surprised you remembered.
Come on. You can look at our collection and see if you like something better. So that's Ben.
Yep.
You're dating him? He's a Boy Scout.
You knock it off.
He seems to like your writing.
As a matter of fact, he does.
Interesting.
What, Charlie?
He's not a writer, but you care what he has to say. But when we were dating, you didn't care at all about my opinion.
Oh, you want to get into this now?
So Charlie, Veronica tells me you're a co-editor.
Yes, I am.
If I had even the slightest ability to write, maybe I'd work for you too.
Oh, I'm sure you fit right in. We have very loose standards when it comes to who we hire.
Anyway, tell me about what Charlie was like when you guys were in college.
What do you want to know?
Anything.
He was fun.
That's all?
Fun and charming, I guess.
Did you guys hang out a lot?
Not
All
really.
the time. Remember that game you used to play with Marnie when you were in college? You run down the hall, knock on someone's door, and if they saw you before you got back to your room, you had to take a shot.
Veronica!
That's how we met, right?
Oh, I didn't realize you two lived on the same floor.
Well, we had a lot of the same classes, and I actually did a lot of his homework for him.
Oh, God.
You're funny.
At least I earned my degree.
It took you long enough to get here.
Well, it must be nice to have your fiance hand you a job instead of having to earn it like the rest of us.
Or maybe you're just not that good of a writer. You write puff pieces about love and stupid shit no one cares about.
Charlie,
She shouldn't waste her time on you.
I care about what I write. And if you hadn't been such an asshole because you were jealous of me, I would have your job.
Oh, you couldn't do my job even if you tried.
Probably not, because I've spent years trying to be a writer again after you took that away from me.
That's your problem.
No, it's not. You did that to me, Charlie. You made me feel like a monster. You made me feel like my opinion didn't matter. Well, let me tell you something that might come as a shock to you. You're not as fucking smart as you think you are.
And neither are you.
Fuck you, Charlie. I'm sick and tired of feeling like I have anything to prove to you. When we broke up, I promised myself I would never let anyone make me feel inadequate or like I wasn't capable of doing what I love. But here I am, right back to where I started. Well, you know what? I am done trying to convince you or anyone else that I am good enough and that I deserve to be where I am. You're just too fucking weak to see that.
I'm never going to publish anything you write.
Enough! I'm so sorry, Eliza. Thank you for inviting us. I think I need to leave.
Is she going to be okay?
She will be.
Charlie?
I don't know, Eliza. We just don't get along.
No, that was not a little argument. I just heard the way you spoke to her.
And
And I actually do care about what she has to write about.
she used to write these fucking diary entries all the time when we were together. They were worthless. I'm not gonna put that in our magazine.
My magazine! And there's another thing. When the fuck were you gonna tell me that you dated her?
I didn't know how to tell you.
Oh, what? It doesn't matter. The point is, it's college assholes like you who make girls like that think that they're not good enough.
You know that's not who I am.
Oh, really? Because I just heard you be that.
I'm sorry, Eliza, okay? I don't know why I let her make me act like that.
Are you scared or threatened?
I'm terrified.
Well, now you've interfered as my fiance in my workplace. Your job is to help me make my vision a reality. If you wanted to do that so fucking bad, you could have started your own magazine. I hired her for a reason. So if she quits, I'm firing you.
Eliza, wait.
No, our personal lives should have never mixed with hers. I never would have let this happen if I had known. And if that's the way you talk to her, how long until you start treating me like that?
I won't. I love you.
Stop. It's fine, Charlie.
Can you believe this shit?
Yeah, I can.
What?
This isn't just Charlie's fault.
Hold on.
You spend all this time blaming Charlie for the things you aren't achieving in your life. And maybe he shouldn't have treated you the way he did. But Eliza has always given you the time of day to prove yourself. She literally handed it to you on a silver platter, and you're turning away from that. You're going to throw it all away, and then Charlie's going to win.
I didn't throw anything away.
I'm not going to stand by and watch you ruin your life while everyone who actually matters in your life wants you to succeed.
I'm fucking scared, man.
Why?
Because all of a sudden everything I've ever known is shifting around me. How am I supposed to balance a new job and Charlie and my best friend moving across the country at the same time?
It's growing pains.
I'm 25 years old. They shouldn't be this fucking painful.
And you know, the worst part about it is the fact that you're doing to Marnie exactly what Charlie did to you.
What?
You're holding her back from moving to LA. If you know how badly Charlie messed you up, then why are you doing the same thing to the person that actually matters?
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are! You're making her stay because you're too scared of what you are without her. Maybe Charlie felt the same way.
Oh my God.
I don't like Charlie, okay? And I'm not defending him, but either you need to admit you understand why he acted the way he did, or you need to let Marnie go. And maybe you should do both anyway.
I don't even know how to tell her all of this.
An apology might be a good place to start. Maybe you should think about how many times she sacrificed her own feelings for you. I bet it's countless.
I think I'm at a loss of words for once.
No one ever said you had to have all the answers. If you did, there'd be nothing to write about. Are you okay?
How did I let this happen?
You just forgot who you were for a second. All this is painful, but if you do it right, none of our hearts have to end up in the garbage disposal.
Love is a weird thing. It changes before you even know what you have. Maybe it's because when we're in high school, love is slow dancing at prom. It's breaking curfew so you can stay in the car just a few more minutes with them. There's late night phone calls because you can't go see them whenever you want. But love, just like us, evolves. Love is putting up with disappointment and feeling hopeless over and over again until it becomes unbearable. It's breaking your own heart in the process of trying to save someone else's. And then all of a sudden, love becomes going over to your boyfriend's house late at night because you can't stand spending 1 minute without him. It's comforting him over something you don't even care about. There's small, pointless gifts and the feeling that life will only get better as you grow old with that person. You want to be with that person because you feel something. Not because you want to date to the prom, or you don't want to be alone on Friday night, or you need someone to drag you home from a frat. That's what best friends are for anyway. We can only begin to evolve our relationships when we can let go of what our past idea of what love is. Every relationship is different. And just because someone was a frog for you, doesn't mean he won't be a prince for the next girl.
I'm glad to see you here.
You are?
What are you talking about?
I'm so sorry for what happened. I shouldn't have never let it get that far.
If Charlie continues to be a problem, I can find another co-editor. I can't find another Veronica.
Thank you, Eliza.
I think there's a story in all this mess, if you care to sort it out.
Sometimes it feels like writing will never be what it was for me when I first started off.
Well, then I'll ask you again. What is it you love about writing?
Everything.
Then there's your way back to writing. I'll see you at the staff meeting.
I didn't think you'd be home.
Here I am.
I can go back to my room.
Wait. I've been unfair.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out what life is going to look like with you across the country. I can't really picture it in my head. I just know I don't like it. It's not a reason for me to stop you, though.
I didn't mean to do this to you. I thought we'd have a little time.
Warming up to it would have been nice.
You act like it's not hard for me too, but it is. You grew up in Indiana and moved here to the greatest city in the whole world. I'm scared to move to LA just like you're scared of what life's gonna be kind of like on your own. I've also never done this before.
I know you're going to be fine.
Also, contrary to what I said before, I would be a roommate in a heartbeat if it wasn't selfish of me. Don't think for a second that I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life being your roommate, or at least your neighbor or something.
I know.
And if you feel like polish isn't where you belong, you don't have to say that just for money.
It's okay. I'm going to be okay.
You are.
Maybe I should move in with Ben.
Now would be a good time.
I haven't decided yet. But if I do move in with him, I might end up with a bunch of little versions of myself that I'm legally bound to take care of, so...
Oh God, please don't do that.
I'll try not to.
Do you remember when we first moved into our dorm? We were children. I mean, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. You've always known. I mean, I was a fucking electrical engineer major my freshman year. You were always going to be a writer. I don't know how that could have changed.
I still am. Hey,
Hi.
thank you for the coffee.
How'd you know it was for me?
I haven't had one of these since college.
It's the only thing I can remember you drinking.
It's good. Thank you.
I'm sorry for the things I did to you.
It's all right.
No, actually, it's not. You were right.
What do you mean?
I didn't know how to handle being your boyfriend and your competition. And I was frightened that one day you'd realize that you were better at everything than I was. That we would be competing for jobs and awards for the rest of our lives, and I knew you'd win every time if I didn't stop you. And I'm sorry for that.
Thank you, Charlie. How are things with you and Eliza?
Well, I'm officially back to sleeping in the same bed as her, if that's what you're asking.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, I have an article for the magazine if you're willing to read it.
Gladly, Veronica.
You're really gonna lug that photo album all the way to California with you?
Of course, it's the first thing you ever gave me.
The first thing you gave me was mono, and I'm not taking that with me.
You're still not over that?
All right, this is the last of it. I don't think our place is going to fit half of your clothes.
I said I'd donate the coconut bra, but
No, there's room for that.
Oh, God. I mean, please don't get pregnant. I'm a little concerned with the two of you living together.
if I had a baby, would you come back to New York?
I could be a perfectly good auntie from LA.
Guess we'll just move there instead.
I promise I'll find a place that sells your magazine and I will read every single one of your columns.
I know you will.
And Ben, don't come crying to me that Veronica's hard to live with. I warned you before you signed the lease with her.
Oh, I forgot something.
And don't forget, she loves all of those cheesy 80s movies, so take them whenever they are on.
I will.
And she won't eat popcorn without butter on it, so don't even try.
I know.
And also don't
Marnie.
forget...
She's going to be okay.
I had Ben's friend make one just like mine, so we can continue to follow whatever dreams we have, even if that means carving wooden turtles for the rest of our lives.
I love it. Thank you.
And a magazine for the trip.
I'll call you when I get there.
You better.
Maybe in LA I wanted to shave my armpits.
Should we get the rest down to the truck?
Yeah, I'll be down in a second. After letting myself and so many other people down, I think I realized that no one can get in the way of what you want except for yourself. I've ruined friendships and lost sight of what I wanted. And in doing that, I became an ex-best friend, an ex-writer, and an ex-dreamer, which in my opinion is way worse than being an ex-girlfriend. Out of all the exes I could be, that is the one that should be the least of my worries.
They never